Hey guys, I just want to say don't let doubt deter you. I think that doubt is the most dangerous thing that we can have in our lives, especially when it comes to our spirituality. That we can have a great relationship with our guides, that we go to the altars, that we enjoy building our altars, that we just enjoy our life. And then we read something online that contradicts what we believe, that someone traditionally has an issue with what you do, and all of a sudden you're doubting yourself, and that is a huge roadblock in your spiritual life, especially if you were connecting with the gods and you could feel their presence with what you were doing, and then someone has a disagreement with you, and then you start believing them over your own experience because they have quote unquote facts to back up what they say. And that's 100% fine and okay. But the problem comes in that you start doubting your own beliefs and what you were doing before was working for you. And the issue is that when you start doubting yourself, it becomes a literal roadblock in your spirituality, because when you go to the altars, you start thinking you're not doing it right. You start questioning if you were doing it wrong this whole time, then what have you been doing? And that's a very common place to be, especially if it's a new thing you're doing that you have never done before and you're just starting off. But here's the thing, is that if you have been having a great relationship, if you've been enjoying your spiritual life, and it's been fulfilling for you, then you just go back to doing what you're doing and you don't really worry about the doubt. And if it helps even more, just stay away from certain pages and people that want to question the way you do things. Because if you're connecting with the divine and it's actually helping out with your life, then don't let someone's opinion stop that for you, because it becomes really hard to get that out of your head. And I just wanted to talk about that today to try to get rid of doubt. That is good to change if you feel like the other person is correct, and yeah, maybe I do need to do something different. But on the other hand, if you were flowing well, if you were approaching the gods and you were feeling that connection, then you were doing something right. When you start doubting yourself, I keep saying roadblock, roadblock, because you lose the connection because of that fear and doubt. You don't. It kind of puts a wall in front of you. And I talk from personal experience that I've learned that I'm like, I read something, I go to a page, I'm like, maybe I am right. Maybe I did do something that quote unquote offended some deity possibly. And then you go to the altar because you want to pray, and then it's like there's something in there. It's a disconnect, and that's a problem. But it's a problem that can be fixed by again finding your belief in yourself and just learning. Know that the gods have seen it all. If you're afraid of offending some deity, that the gods have seen it all before we got here. I know everything seems new and fresh, that the world is only 30 years old or 40 years old or however old we are, but it's been around a lot longer, and so they've seen a lot more than we have. So it takes a lot to really offend anything or anybody, and they know that we're learning. They know that you're learning. So don't feel like you have messed up this whole time, that something you were doing was completely dumb and stupid. Because you start, again, that doubt, it creeps in. Not doubt in the gods, but doubt on how you do things to honor the gods. But just doubt in general is just a nasty thing. So it can be creative and positive and help you change, but it can also really hinder your relationship. So you need to stop doubting yourself, especially if whatever you're doing was working. And just put your faith in your spirituality and the gods, and adjust if you need to. learn, grow, but just don't let it become a block, because that, again, it can be, and we need to watch ourselves so it doesn't become that. Anyway, guys, I'll talk to you later.